Need a body shop? Collision Specialist CSI, 2 blocks north of I-90 on 218.
Hey there, Austin. This is Trey Muse reporting from the Austin Daily Herald, bringing you some of today's top headlines. An Austin man who was charged last June for trying to rob 2 teenagers has been sentenced to 2.5 years probation for the incident. Eric Matthew Lewis Medina, 25, was convicted of felony robbery, assault of a police officer, and 5th-degree misdemeanor assault Friday in Mower County Court. According to a police report, the attempted robbery occurred in June in the 700 block of 5th Avenue Northwest. Medina approached the car in which the teenagers were parked and, after talking to the teens, proceeded to punch one in the face. Both teenagers then left the vehicle and fled with Medina chasing after them. The 2 teenagers positively identified Medina as the attacker later on. If Medina violates his probation conditions, he could serve anywhere from 90 days in the Mower County Jail to a year in prison. Well, let's take it out to Daily Herald reporter Matt Peterson with today's weather. Matt, is it still as cold today as it was yesterday?
Thanks, Trey. We're in frigid temps once again this week, but at least it's the middle of the week. And you may be wondering why I don't have my jacket on this time. We're over at Tender Made Hamburgers doing the weather. Today's high of 4 degrees means people will need to bundle up before going outside. Temps will continue to drift between positive and negative temps throughout Thursday. This weekend will be getting much better, however. Temperatures in the 30s, and Sunday we might actually break 34 degrees. Sunny skies are in the foreseeable future with a slight chance of snow on Friday, so we should be getting back into a little more of the flurries that we've seen from last week. I'm with Tender Made owner here, Sarah White. What do you think of the weather this week?
You know, frankly, the sun has been shining. People are still coming in with just a great attitude. We're really hardy here in Minnesota, so even though the temperatures are frigid, which obviously we'd rather have them warmer, but people are still happy to have the sun shining and are positive that spring is coming sooner than later, so we're pretty happy about that. This is a great time of year for soup for us, obviously, too, but again, people still like their malts in this cold weather. We like what we like no matter what the temperature, so you know, we know spring is coming and we're looking forward to shedding our coats and basking in the sun.
Well, thanks, Sarah. We appreciate you letting us come over here and do the weather. And everybody stay warm out there, and we'll take it back to Trey in the newsroom. Trey?
Thanks, Matt. Well, that was kind of interesting. I hope Matt does that again. In other news, the Michael Seibel Visitation Center is on its way to make up for lost funding. The center received permission from the county board to apply for a $400,000 federal grant after losing out on more than $350,000 in funding last year. The funds would be dispersed over 3 years into the general operating budget, and it would go toward increasing the center's staff, especially to add bilingual staff. The funding would also be used to enhance security and enhance their training efforts at the facility. And now, in some fun news, Riverland director Jerry Girton will come full circle this week when the college theater program presents See How They Run, the first play Girton ever put on. See How They Run, a comedy set in the United Kingdom post-World War II, involves intrigue, missing identities, foreign spies, plot coincidences, and mass confusion, which makes for a lot of fun. See How They Run will run Wednesday through Sunday this week, with 7:30 performances Wednesday through Saturday and a 2 p.m. performance on Sunday. Tickets are $12 and available at the Coffee House on Main and at the Riverland box office, as well as the door. Well, that's it for today's top headlines. For more news about your community and your town, please go to austindailyherald.com. For the Daily Herald, I'm Trey Muse, saying that's the way it is today.